Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today current top 30 strongest characters of all time. Now, what do I mean by that? We're trying to engage how the current strong people are compared to the legends, right? So, basically, whoever's active, I'll gauge their current strength if they're in their peak and if they are, yet to reach their peak. But people who are past their primes, like the old man trio or people who are dead, them we'll gauge by their peaks, their strongest points. So yeah, I hope it's not that complicated. So yeah, let's get into it, right? And of course, I've tried to include everyone as possible as I could, right? But of course, there's nothing crazy like Joy Boy, Ryuma, and stuff, right? So yeah, but I did try to include people like Kong, where we know he was a fleet admiral, and we have some kind of we have something for him. So yeah, let's get into the list, man. But of course, the people who couldn't get into the list, but I think they deserve like some recognition, are of course people like Jinbei and Frankie, who I'm pretty sure are gonna be in the EOS list, right? But maybe not here. And of course, even the third commanders, Uruk and people, they couldn't make the cut. But of course, let's begin. Number 30 are all the second commanders, Lucky Root, Jozu, Smoothie, Queen, you know, so and so. And of course, you guys know why they're strong, so I don't think I have to explain. And number 29 is the Pirate Empress Boa Hancock. Now, of course, initially, if you've seen my older lists, the Shichibukai were a lot lower, compared to some of these commanders and other people. But I think Oda is trying to put a little more, little more gas into the Shichibukai. So I'll bite for now. So there you go, man. Boa Hancock. And of course, just like that, 28 is Don Quixote do Flamingo. And yeah, same reason, man. Same reason. And of course, I know Doflamingo is in prison, but I don't know. I hope he comes back. I hope somehow he comes back in the final war, right? There you go. And of course, number 27 are Shaton and Momosagi. Now, you know them, they would have been admirals, but they didn't make the cut. But even if they didn't make the cut, we know that they are like the strongest vice admirals. So yeah, I think they're at least this strong, or maybe at least about the same as the second commanders, right? So yeah, it is what it is. And number 26, yeah, this may be a little surprising, but Killer. I mean, yeah, again, I still have some hope for the kid pirates. I don't think they're like completely out of the picture. They might not be, you know, proper equals to the Straw Hats, but they're somewhere out there. And saying that, number 25 is Windsmoke Sanji. Of course, Sanji is super strong. We cannot deny that. He's like, I mean, I know some people say, Zoro and Sanji are like equal. I wouldn't say that, but yes, Sanji is definitely strong. Now, number 4, again, again, I'm just buying that Shichibukai stock right now, and I'm buying that, 2 billion berry bounty as well. So, crocodile, man, crocodiles. I know it's far-fetched to say crocodile is this strong, but I don't know, man. At least for now, let's just say I'm buying the stocks, right? So there you go. Now, number 23 is Jesus Burgess. Now, I say Jesus Burgess, but you could say this is just a placeholder for whoever's gonna fight Sanji. I mean, in the Blackbeard Pirate. So if it's not Jesus Burgess, then maybe a Valo Pizarro or whoever's fighting Sanji, right? That's here for now. And or maybe he could also be a place above, along with the first commanders who are on 22: Marco, Sabo, King, and Katakuri. Now, there's one exception here. Sabo, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get stronger. How much stronger, I don't know. But like, this is current strongest list. So at least for now, I think he's this strong, right? So there you go. Now number 21, of course, is the daughter of the strongest creature, Yamato. Now, yeah, I mean, we know how strong Yamato is. We saw, some people might say she's like lower on the list. She should be higher, but yeah, I think this is fine. Then number 20 is, of course, Roronoa Zoro. Now, I know a lot of people like to deny this shit, and a lot of people like to wank him way higher, but I think at least for now, I think this is a good spot for Zoro. And yeah, that's all. And number 19 is Trafalgar Law. Now, we've seen his hacks. We know his extremely powerful devil fruit can take him places, and yeah, I mean, yeah, with a little decent hockey, I think Law is unstoppable, right? Like, I mean, his devil fruit might be like the best devil fruit of all time. So there you go, man. There you go. And number 18 is Megalan or Magellan, whatever his name is, man. Yeah, that dude, the lava venom, not lava, venom poison dude, right? So yeah, Megalon. I think he's pretty strong. He's just, yeah. I think Impel Down and the characters there are gonna be important for the final war, right? Like, yeah, I don't know, somehow, because Bon Clay, Doflamingo, Megalon, these people gotta come into play, right? Someday. So yeah, there you go, Megalon. Now number 17 is, of course, Ben Beckman. Now, I think he's special. I think he's a bit different compared to Marco, King, Katakuri, who are like first commanders, yes, but they, I'm one of those people who think first commanders are different from captain's partners, right? The men, the the thing, man. I'm getting emotional here. But yeah, you understand, man. People like Rayleigh, Zoro, I don't think they're just like any other first commanders. They're different. They're built different. So I think Ben Beckman is definitely one of those. Now, of course, number 16 is Kid. I know a lot of people are like, oh, how is he higher than Law? Is definitely he showed better against Big Mom. I kind of agree, but I think we maybe misunderstood what Oda was trying to portray or something like that, because I still think Kid has a major role compared to Law. I'm not saying he has a super major role. I'm just saying compared to Law, I think Kid is gonna do something more. So I don't know. Yeah, let's see. But number 15 is, of course, Shiryu of the Rain. Now, again, just because he's Zoro's opponent in the Blackbeard crew, right? If it's someone else, sure, they can take this place, but I think we're pretty sure it's Shiryu, right? So yeah, it is what it is. Now number 14 is, of course, Fujitora and Green Bull. Now Fujitora and Green Bull, again, I think they're comparative. I think they're maybe a little different. Like, maybe Fujitora is a bit stronger, maybe Green Bull's a bit stronger, who knows, but I think they're probably the same. Now number 13 is, of course, Kizaru. Now Kizaru, a lot of people think Kizaru is way stronger than Fujitora and Green Bull. I don't think that's the case. I think they're not that different, but I think Kizaru's experience does matter, so I just put him a bit higher, right? And now number 12, I don't think anybody is expecting them to be on the list, but this is the strongest of all time, and I'm pretty sure they're definitely in the top 30s, right? So that's of course Captain John, Ochoko, and Silver Axe. Now, okay, initially I would have thought like, yeah, they're probably like maybe first commander level or maybe a little higher, but why did I keep them this high? It changed recently, right? Of course, because of Blackbeard. We got to know that Rocky Port incident, like one of these guys was involved, and Blackbeard fought him. Like maybe he could have just defeated him easily, but I don't know. Blackbeard at least made it look like it was a bit of an effort, right? It was like taking him down was an achievement. So just by Blackbeard's words, I would say, they are maybe at least this strong. Now, number 11 is, of course, the future Pirate King. Ender series, like, no doubt he's gonna be like the strongest of all time, right? But at least for now, I think Luffy is right here, right? He's not top 10 yet, but yeah, he's just close to the edge. So there you go. Now number 10, I think, is the biggest bracket in this, right? Number 10, I think, uh, Odin, Scopper Gaban, Sengoku, Kong, Dragon, Akainu, and Aokiji. I know this is a lot of people, but I think all of these people are comparable. Like splitting them, it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, I think this is pretty good, right? Like I think they're all comparable. Odin, Akainu, and all these people. So yeah, I'll say they're number 10, right? yeah, yeah, it is what it is, man. Now number 9, of course, are Garp and Rayleigh. Now I know a lot of people like to put Garp a lot higher, and maybe they could be correct, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Garp is definitely super strong, but uh, I think it is what it is, man. And of course, I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain about Rayleigh. Rayleigh he is awesome. And number 8 is, of course, the man that we don't know that much about, but I'm pretty sure he's hype, right? And that is, of course, Shiki, Golden Lion Shiki. So I mean, yeah, I think he's strong, man. People underestimate him a lot, but people cannot deny that it is canon that Garp and Sengoku like tag teamed on him, and it still took 3 days. I mean, let's not talk about who's going all out or not, but it still took 3 days. So yeah, it is what it is, right? And now number 7, maybe a bit controversial. I don't think it's that controversial, but yeah, not some people, maybe a lot of people would disagree, but it is what it is, man. Number 7 is Mihawk and Shanks. Yeah, I've always said they're pretty much equal. Mihawk maybe a little bit, like a bit of like a fraction bit stronger than Shanks because of the extra arm, but yeah, I think they're rivals, man. I mean, it's legend. Like Whitebeard knows about this legend, right? So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're equal. Now number 6 is Big Mom. Now I know a lot of people would be like, oh, Big Mom, how is she that strong? Yeah, the Big Mom we've seen, that's not prime Big Mom. Like, despite what people think, she's like old AF, man. She's like 68 or something, and like she's like close to Garp, Rayleigh, and Sengoku age, right? I mean, not as old as them, but like she's pretty close. So she's definitely gone a bit more senile in her old age, right? So I'm pretty sure in her prime she was a bit stronger than what we saw. So I would say, Big Mom definitely deserve this spot. But now, coming to top 5. Number 5 is Blackbeard. Now, Blackbeard definitely will go higher on the list, but for now, just because we've not seen it for now, let's just say he's number 5, right? I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a lot stronger than number 5. But number 5 is pretty good, man. Number 5 of all time. Come on, come on. He's definitely stronger. Now, number 4. Yeah, number 4 is the strongest creature, probably not alive anymore, but yeah, Kaido. Now, I understand, apparently because he lost to Luffy, now people think, yeah, he's not relevant anymore in the story, so now he's not like, he wasn't ever the strongest creature, right? Now that was just bogus and shit. Like, come on, did you read the same manga that I read? Like, it took a shit ton. It took a shit ton to beat Kaido. Like, holy shit, man. Like, how much damage did he just soak in? Like, and majority of that he just took. He didn't even dodge. He could have dodged. He could have played smart, but like, Kaido's psychology was different. He was trying to make the next Joy Boy. He was trying to make the next legend that would save the world. So, maybe I should make a video on Kaido, just Kaido, right? I mean, people won't watch it. Maybe 4 people would at least watch. So, I'll make a video on Kaido. But I think Kaido definitely is super freaking strong, man. So, damn, man. there you go. Now, number 3 and number 2, I think are equals, but I would give the edge to number 2 just because of the clout, right? And of course, that's Roger and Whitebeard. Now, of course, Whitebeard and Roger, unlike the other people who people mention, like, are equals to Roger and stuff, unlike all of those other people who apparently nearly killed him. Whitebeard was actually mentioned as his true equal, right, by everyone. Not like, nobody denied that. Like, everyone agrees that yes, Whitebeard was the one who was truly equal to Roger, right? So that's why he's number 3. But I guess the clout Roger had was a little bit higher, so let's just say he's number 2, right? But now, number 1, of course, we know nothing about him, but just cause he was the one who, like, Void Century, whatever shit happened, the government tried to erase that, right? Yes, that was freaking dangerous, but they never erased Roger. Of course, Roger took measures. He, like, the world government can't, like, erase the whole world who saw Roger's execution, right? So of course they couldn't, like, pack that shit up, but still, they could have done a little more. But rocks, dude, like, they had to, like, just stomp that shit out of history books, right? No one knows about rocks, and I think that's definitely an achievement, man. I think the world government was afraid of rocks. Yeah, and of course we know that Rocks was the greatest threat Roger ever fought. Not Garp, not Whitebeard, not anybody else. It was Rocks. So yeah, I think he's definitely the strongest. So there you go, man. Top 30, current strongest characters of all time. Now, of course, I made this video so that I could make another in the future, of course. To see where, like, I think end of series strongest 30 would compare to this list, right? So yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, maybe wait for that video sometime in the future, right? But anyways, check out my manga recommendations. They're good too, I think. I think so. But yeah, anyways, man, as always, until next time, peace.